Now, this channel is not my regular channel, as you probably know. This is Wrestling Renegade 1. And I'm sorry if I'm not speaking loud enough. I keep forgetting. It's the power in my voice. Anyway, this is Wrestling Renegade 1, and I feel like lately, the only videos that are going up are like the rivalry videos, like me taking over and all that. And it's Wrestling Renegade 1. We should talk about some wrestling going on, I figured. So I figured, why not post a video, I can always put a feud or rivalry video up, but it's nice to put up an actual wrestling-based video. So I'm gonna do that here today, giving my thoughts on John Cena versus Alberto Del Rio. I don't like either of them. I hate them both. But I have to think, which is the lesser of two evils? Del Taco or PG Boy? You see, PG Boy, decent. Del Taco, PG Boy, has some fans. Del Taco, PG Boy, cool merchandise, at least to some people. Del Taco, PG Boy wins. Del Rio, I don't like him as a face. I don't like him as a heel. I don't like Del Rio. He personifies a botch, a mania piece of crap. And I'm trying to, PG here, because, talking about John Cena, you gotta keep it PG, But I really don't like either of these guys. I really don't. I don't like Cena. I don't like Del Rio. But I'd rather have Cena as champion than Del Rio. Like, the crap Del Rio's been putting on for a few months is just atrocious. Like, I'm Mexican aristocrat, Alberto Del Rio. Just some of the stuff. All he does is kicks, and he gives a guy a concussion like every 3 weeks. Christian, Orton, I can't remember who else he gave a concussion to. It was Ziggler. No, that was Swagger that gave Ziggler. Anyway, he's giving concussions to people. He doesn't know how to kick. It's just, at least Cena can freaking wrestle without hurting somebody. And I know people say he can't wrestle. John Cena can wrestle with the right opponent. But when you pair him up against Big Show, it's just like, oh, I gotta sit through this to get to the good part of the TV show. It's terrible. I mean, it's just terrible. But you put John Cena against CM Punk, and they have a great match. You put John Cena against Randy Orton, great match. John Cena, Daniel Bryan, great match. He just has to have the right opponent. He can't face guys that, like Big Show or Mark Henry. They just don't have decent matches like that. But Del Rio's really been the champion way too long. I feel that they only put it on him for Dolph to cash in on him, and then when Dolph got the concussion, they're just like, we don't care anymore, and gave it back to Del Rio. And I feel like the world title, ever since freaking Edge dropped it, no, not Edge, yeah, Edge, ever since he dropped it, no, not Edge, ever since Christian dropped it for the first time to Orton 5 days after winning it, it's just been a joke title. Like, it hasn't really meant much. It's like a mid-card title. It's like if you can buy in the United States and IC, it's like, there you go. It doesn't make sense. They really need to bring the prestige back to it. I think the perfect way to do that would be to have, like, Cody Rhodes win the title, or, a Wade Barrett, a young guy, give him that big run, and bring more prestige back to the title instead of this Del Rio crap, or the Sheamus crap we had to sit through for months and months. Or the Big Show stuff, that wasn't really good. The last decent champion we had was Christian, and his longest reign was only a month, because WWE just doesn't know what they're doing when it comes to booking Christian. And one of the reasons I picked his song was because he was the best freaking heel in 2005. And I mean, he should have been WWE champion, but it never happened for him, and I really wish it would have. But really, when it comes down to it, I see this as kind of John Cena kind of passing the torch to Daniel Bryan. Because think about it, Daniel Bryan's one of the first guys to beat John Cena clean. And so, in that way, he's passing the torch. But now, John Cena's coming back. He's not coming for the WWE title. He's coming for the world title. Step down the ladder. He's gonna let Daniel Bryan do his stuff. and I think that's a good thing that they're not automatically saying, oh, Cena's ready. Okay, screw Bryan and Orton. We're gonna do Rock Cena 3. I'm glad they're sticking to the Daniel Bryan stuff, and they're putting Cena like, here, you're still gonna be able, you can still be in the world title stuff. We want to let them do their thing. And I think that's really good. I'd rather have Cena as world heavyweight champion than WWE champion. But when it really comes down to it, it still really is the lesser of two evils. You gotta pick. Would you rather have Del Rio or John Cena as the world champion? And for me, it's John Cena, because at least he's not the WWE champion. And in my eyes, John Cena is not the biggest, baddest human being on the planet like they portray him. In my eyes, the best wrestlers in WWE are CM Punk and Daniel Bryan. And that's without charisma and microphone work. And then you add in charisma, microphone work, all this stuff, and they're still the best. Those are my guys that I like. CM Punk, Daniel Bryan, Wade Barrett, Cody Rhodes, Damian Sandow even, Curtis Axel. These guys, Zack Ryder I really like too, but he's never put on TV, and he does great work in the ring. I'm not a big Biggie Langston fan, but he has decent wrestling matches. I mean, he doesn't have great mic work. I'm a big Sami Zayn fan. I'm a big Cassius Ohno fan. I like a lot of these guys, but then I really don't like the John Cena because or the Rybacks, And by the way, if Ryback ends the streak, I will quit watching wrestling for a while. That would piss me off to no end. But yeah, that's really it's really it. You got to pick your lesser of two evils. Do you want John Cena or Del Rio? It sucks that we're put in a position where we have to choose one of these guys, but I would pick Cena over Del Rio, just because Del Rio can't get over with this whole Mexican stuff. Even the Mexican fans hate Del Rio. It's not because he's being a great heel. WWE thinks, oh, you're getting booed, you're a great heel. No, we boo him because he sucks. Plain and simple. It's not because he's being a great heel, because if you're a great heel, you eventually get cheered. Look at CM Punk. Look at Hollywood Hulk Hogan. Just look at the entire NWO. Look at the Nexus. Look at, Bully Ray or Mark Henry. Dolph Ziggler, when he cashed in Money in the Bank, like, holy crap. I mean, if he was a good heel, we'd eventually be cheering him. And that's never going to happen. But yeah, that's really my thoughts. And I want to address another thing, a stereotype about wrestling shooters, is that people think that if you're under the age of 18, that you're automatically a PG fanboy and that you know nothing about wrestling. I know Jacob McGovern, since he's not an adult, he's a teenager, that people say it to him. You don't know anything about wrestling because you're not an adult. I get it a lot too. They call us PG fanboys. Do you see me or him wearing Hustle, Loyalty, Respect? Do you see us praising John Cena? No, we fucking hate the PG shit. The only good thing about it is the Daniel Bryans and the CM Punks. I mean, and Jacob McGovern, like, I'll even though we're in this feud thing, I'll stand up for the guy. He's a great freaking YouTube shooter. He's not a freaking PG fanboy. Neither is Preston Bogers, because I'm sure he's heard this too. You not graduated high school, you're not freaking, you're a PG fanboy. I hear it all the time. Just because I'm not 18 doesn't mean you don't know anything about wrestling. I know more about wrestling than most people would. Okay? My uncle is 45. He still thinks the thing is real. Okay? The point is, just because we're under 18 doesn't mean we're completely oblivious to wrestling, and we're PG fanboys, and we're Hustle, Loyalty, Respect, and we're not. We're not. Do I hate John Cena? Like, I hope he dies? No. But do I go, John Cena? No. I respect John Cena, but do I want to freaking come to a show or something and, like, have Hustle, Loyalty, Respect, the armbands? No. No. Like, I respect John Cena, but I don't like him. As simple as that. I don't respect Del Rio. We're not PG fanboys. Just because we're under 18 doesn't mean we don't know what we're doing. Okay? Preston is very good. He hasn't graduated high school. Jacob's good. He hasn't graduated high school. I'm good. I haven't graduated high school. Simple as that. So for all you smart wrestling fans, so to speak, that are over 18, we still know our shit. Some of it, like, some shit we know more than you. Like, you could be the biggest wrestling fan in the world. So we might know more than you. So don't stick your nose in a place you don't know about, okay? Just because you're not 18 doesn't mean you automatically don't know anything about wrestling. I've been watching wrestling since I was a kid, like 1 year old. That's all I watched was wrestling and country music videos. When I was 6, I was buying tapes from the 70s. Okay? I've watched almost every Bruno Sammartino match. I've watched almost every single Macho Man Randy Savage match. I've watched the entire Attitude Era, because that's the era I was born in. I've watched the entire Ruthless Aggression era. That's the era I was raised in. And I've stuck with it even through this PG stuff. I think I know what I'm talking about. And I learned at an early age that wrestling was scripted. Like me, in 2004, I learned. And, I wasn't that old. I was maybe 7 or 8. So I know what I'm talking about. Jacob McGovern knows what he's talking about. Preston Bogren knows what he's talking about. So don't come say you're dumb PG fanboy just because you're under 18, because it makes no sense. It makes no sense. Say that to a freaking 6-year-old who's wearing John Cena crap, okay? I just don't get your reasoning. But anyway, that's my video, guys. Figured, might as well put a wrestling video up because on Wrestling Renegades 1, because lately we've just been doing these feud videos. And don't get me wrong, I love doing the feud videos. They are really fun to make, just to be acting like this heel. And, but, sometimes, this is a wrestling group channel. We need to put some wrestling videos out there. And I know the guys will appreciate this. I know that, Preston and Jacob and Wilfred on #1, Scott Case Gale, will probably be like, that's a good idea, because we haven't really put much wrestling content on this video lately, or on this channel lately. It's just been a lot of the feud stuff, which is really fun, don't get us wrong. But, it's nice to put some wrestling videos up too. I may not put them up on my channel constantly, but it's fun to put them on this channel as well. But yeah, that's really it, guys. Thank you guys for watching this video. Subscribe if you haven't already. Check out my channel. I will be doing shout-outs for all my friends and countless others. If you ask me for a shout-out, I will shout you out on my channel. But check it out, Bronco Boy DM1. If you want me to shout you out, comment in this video, hey, put me in a shout-out video. I'll shout you out. I don't mind. I'm a nice guy, even though I portray an evil person. I really am a nice guy. So if you want to shout out, let me know. I'm already going to shout out everybody from Wrestling Renegades 1 automatically in that shout-out video. A couple of my other friends, and yeah, so thank you guys for watching this video. I'm Blanco, and I will talk to you guys later. Oh, and did I mention you should probably sub?